From Mordor to Hogwarts to for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of Nerds Doing Nerd Things, and we are talking about all things
Jurassic Park
World, Jurassic World Dominion. Don't let my co-host completely mess me up there because she absolutely 100% almost did. But kind of a short panel today.
Wait, hold on. I thought we were talking about Kineticon.
We could talk about Kineticon. Kineticon is fine. I'm wearing merchandise from Kineticon right now.
I am not, however, I am eating merchandise from Kineticon right now.
Yes, the Pocky. It took me a second to realize what the heck you were talking about.
Listen, I got seafood Doritos. It's gonna be gross and beautiful at the same time.
I'm happy I didn't enjoy that with you, because that just sounds awful.
Oh, I'm saving them for when you're here.
Oh, dear Christ. So, let's talk about Kineticon. That was this weekend. It was absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to talk about how we did in trivia, because let's not do that.
We were fine.
Hey, AJ, is your K-Cup thing upstairs or is it downstairs at the moment?
It's upstairs, full of K-Cups, and primed and ready for work tomorrow.
I was going to have you show it off.
That would have come with a huge warning label that you never sent me.
Wait, were you off today?
No.
I'm sorry, I come with a warning label?
I wish you would have.
Your existence is a warning label.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. But we started...
Yeah, but at least you understand that my existence is a warning label, and therefore, because my existence is a warning label, you should always expect the unexpected. AJ did not expect the unexpected, therefore he has failed.
Rude.
You're right, though.
Rude. So, we had an awesome weekend at the Connecticut Convention Center. Saw a lot of awesome cosplays. James had, I think, the best Power Ranger suit that I saw. And there were quite a bunch. Honestly, I kind of wish he would have just slid into the ring and body slammed the Joker. But, you know, cosplay wrestling.
They have that.
I know they had it. It was freaking awesome. We just forgot to play that game.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So, off from Kineticon now, unless one of you two would like to talk about something else.
No, I think we covered it. Other than the staff was absolutely amazing. Like I had a blast at con. I actually got to enjoy all of con. But I will be going back to working next year because I love my crew that I work with.
You enjoy getting yelled at?
No. No. I get yelled at every day at work. That's nothing new.
Low blow.
But I don't know, the environment's always been like really good at con. And I think the only time we had an issue was Saturday, where none of us wanted to even try to get into the dealer's room.
I had no issue getting in the dealer's room. I didn't know what you guys were talking about.
I don't have anxiety being around a lot of people, but for some reason I was having some serious I need to get the hell out of here moments.
Yeah, but Will, you and I every summer are conditioned for this. Not everybody is.
I am conditioned for chili cheese dogs. There's a difference.
Okay, Sonic.
Oh, there was a Sonic there.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but Knuckles still works.
Yeah, but they had some fantastic cosplays over the weekend. I made some fantastic purchases. Do I regret them? No. Should I have bought them? Probably not.
Listen, don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Actually, the best part of the convention, no lie, the best part of the convention was my husband,
Oh dear.
the one in the red shirt over there, doing a panel called Intro to Kamen Rider.
Oh yeah,
And the
that did
whole
happen.
way there, he had to give one of his demonstration pieces to somebody else to hold because it kept going off in his backpack.
Listen,
I got to hold one of the pieces going home, and I will find it because it is mine. I have claimed it. It is my possession now. But I put his backpack on the stairs and I set off one of the drivers. So this morning he goes to get something out of his backpack, sets off one of the drivers again, and I was dying of laughter.
So another thing I want to bring up, Paul purchased a little card game while we were there, and I just want to give them a huge shout out because they literally almost killed the 4 people playing it. And it's called Drinking with Frenemies. It's a sabotage partying game. And
Yeah, but see, the best part about that game was getting 2 guys to touch chests together.
well, I'm happy you
Watching
did that one instead of the
AJ.
alternative.
Be glad I chose that one instead of the alternative.
That's what I just said.
Okay. Watching 2 guys hold hands while keeping one hand in their pocket, and then AJ having to take a drink.
I got good at that.
Well, one of the rules was that we couldn't stand up.
Yeah.
Your butt could not leave your seat, and AJ kept forgetting about that rule.
Well, unfortunately, I had no choice in the matter with some of them.
I mean, it had nothing to do with the fact that you're short.
Shut up. You are shorter than I. Very much shorter than I. But I just wanted to shout that out. Look up Drinks with Frenemies. There's a bunch of different decks to either combine together or play them separately. And you don't have to drink. Paul and I definitely drank. Everybody else was drinking water or soda, and it did not stop from the fun.
No, it did not. Literally, I had an option of 3 cards in my hand. I went, we're in a hotel room. No.
That's concerning.
Trust me. No, we were in a hotel room. Was not doing that.
they were fucky wucky cards.
Probably close.
Yeah, pretty close.
So,
Anyway, hey, AJ, I have a lot of questions for you about Jurassic World Dominion.
you? I knew you were going to read them, but not going to give the jackass credit. I got it. Cool. Appreciate it, bitch. I mean...
Wait, it's already been a couple minutes. I can do it. Holy fucking shit. It's a dinosaur. Jesus Christ.
This is the part where Susie leaves her screen and then reappears right behind Will.
You know, if I could teleport, that would be even better, because then he wouldn't hear me coming.
Nobody would, and I wouldn't be safe.
You aren't safe ever.
I'm gonna, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Winter is coming.
Winter is definitely coming.
Yes.
All right. Well, apparently Susie's taking the credit for me making the question. So Susie, go ahead, start reading.
Well, I mean, if you wanna play it like that, I'm most definitely gonna take the credit for the questions that you and I came up with, because I did come up with 2 of them.
I'm aware.
There you go. What are your thoughts on Beta?
This is so cute. So cute.
It's a little baby blue. It's a little baby blue.
What did Jeff Goldblum's Ian Malcolm character say in the first Jurassic Park movie when they found out all of them were female?
Life finds a way.
And that's exactly what happened. I love how they right off the bat started calling back to the original Jurassic Park.
But they also said that Blue produced asexually.
I thought that was with how it was bred.
He didn't have a partner.
I know. None of the dinosaurs did.
Yeah. So.
Susie, your camera following you is creeping me the fuck out like it always does.
You're welcome. I wasn't going downstairs. It's cold downstairs, which is nice because it's 90 degrees and my AC is broken. But I'm one of those people that the minute I go into the cold air, I don't ever want to leave.
Uh-huh. Right.
So, staying upstairs.
Will, what'd you think of Beta?
Beta was cute. I need a beta. Beta is mine.
You have a Rusty. You don't need a Beta.
I have a Beta and a Rusty.
How's League of Legends going, by the way?
I'm not playing Teamfight Tactics. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't fucking lie.
At least he's playing Teamfight Tactics this week instead of Mega Man.
This is true. This is true.
I'll play fucking Mega Man again. Don't make me fucking do it.
Anything else about Beta before we go on to question number 2?
I love the fact that Beta is like a literal like duplicate of Blue. And the mannerisms and everything else.
Right down to the T and the trust. You know, you see Blue immediately trust, not immediately Owen, but you also then see Blue immediately trust Maisie.
Beta.
Yes. That.
Blue trust Owen, Beta trust Maisie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I need a drink. I'll be right back.
You need a lot more than just one. Accurate?
Unfortunately, very accurate.
That's not a drink.
It will be.
That's better.
Speaking of that, your
what are
shot
your
glass is
thoughts-
upstairs.
Thoughts on Owen and Claire keeping Maisie secluded from everyone?
Will, you can answer that question first.
Smart and dumb all at the same time. I mean, it is.
No, I completely agree with you about it being smart because you know people are going to be after her, but dumb, she feels like she's completely trapped to the point where she can't be headstrong. I gotta stop making that joke, huh?
No.
She
She doesn't know who she is, and that's the whole problem. You know, if she knew who she was, that'd be one thing, but she doesn't know who she is.
And all she does is want a little bit of freedom. That's it. You know, she sneaks out and goes to the town, and that's when Beta and Maisie get sighted. And it becomes a Taken movie just without Liam Neeson.
Yeah, so it's a give and a take, and I feel like they were right to seclude her. But I also feel like that they should have talked to her. Because she's trying to figure out who she is, and that's all she wants in her life. And I'm sorry, I would hate anybody who basically told me I had to live in my house for my whole life without a legitimate reason.
Well, we had 2 weeks. We didn't have your whole life recently.
I had 3 weeks.
You know, COVID.
I had 3 weeks. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, did you now? So, I still agree with Will on that. I thought it was a very smart move because Claire and Owen both want what's best for her, and if people know that she's out there and that know she's a clone, they're gonna want to do exactly what almost ends up happening to them.
But she's not a clone.
I thought she was.
She's a clone in a way, but she was grown in her mother's stomach.
No, she was. The DNA was taken and then put right into.
It was, yeah, it was done through, science. But
what's going on, Brett? What's going on, Anthony? How you guys doing? We are talking about
they
Jurassic
even
World.
explained to her. She's like, "You are literally your mother's daughter. You're not your mother. Like, that's not who you are." And it was basically everybody's way of going, "You're not a clone. You're your own person. You can define yourself however you want to be defined."
Oh, well, they do all that, but then they don't allow her to do that.
Well, the defining doesn't come until she meets Sadler, which is when she finds out that this is like Sadler knew her mom. Like she actually came from her mother.
Well,
This isn't.
well, she learns that from Wu, but
Yeah.
I think Sadler like puts the icing on the cake, basically.
Yeah.
With the I knew your mom and she was a great woman.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that's what Maisie kind of figured out. She could be her own person. She didn't need. She's not her mother.
Ooh, I put way too much in.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It'll be a you problem in about 20 minutes.
Okay, well, speaking of this next question, can we please point out our logo for this one?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Because James talked to me and AJ while we were at Kineticon, which is why Kineticon was such a great segue to this. And he's like, well, what do you want to see? And I was like, both of us really didn't know. I shot some ideas at him of like potential possibilities. He shot back with this. And it's the original Jurassic Park logo mixed with the Biosyn logo, and it looks absolutely fantastic.
Yes, it does.
I couldn't be happier with this. It does the whole franchise justice, and it's so simple.
It's right underneath you, Susie. Will, the logo is literally right to your game room side. And yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. He did a tremendous job.
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better picture.
All I did was add the Nerds Doing Nerd Things, his artwork, and the artwork made by James Fair. That's all I did. He did absolutely everything else. And I'm really excited to see what he does with Lightyear next week.
I'm so excited.
Because I have some ideas, can't wait to talk about it. But let's go into our next question, which...
Thoughts on Biosyn?
Corporate greed. 100% corporate greed.
Last time we saw Biosyn in a movie was Jurassic Park, which makes this being the villain all the better, because we really didn't get to see much of Biosyn in the first movie. And it's not really in the first book either. There's really not a whole lot there from the first book. And part of the reason I find it absolutely perfect is one of the questions that we'll have later on. But I love everything that Biosyn stands for. I put that in quotes. You have to watch the movie to find out why I put it in quotes, because I'm not spoiling that part of the movie.
Nope. Even though we gave you...
But it's in... Even though they give you like really good detail... No. Stands for... Because corporate greed is bullshit.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, I understand we gave you right around a month and a half to go see it, but...
I just saw it on Movies Anywhere for purchase.
There you go. Well, so everybody, hit the pause button, go see it, come back to it, and I see Revline Racing has joined the chat. It's probably Gary or Ryan, so what's up, everybody?
I'm really hoping it's Ryan.
Not Gary? Got it. Cool. Wow.
No matter what, it will be one thing's the same. Nerds.
But no, you bring up a good point about Biosyn, and just to see what they've done with the locusts, because they're selling a product that the locusts don't attract towards and are absolutely fine as long as you use their seed. But the people that do not...
Locusts? We have locusts. I mean, I live in New England. We have locusts. They're like that big.
Maybe not
They're
even.
Not huge.
These things were freaking scary.
Did you just make fun of my roommate?
How did I make... What?
I heard Ethan and I was very confused.
Susie, go have another drink.
But they're like yay big. They're like maybe 2 inches, maybe. The things in this movie is like a foot or more. Like, they're huge. Like, I don't want to tangle with these things. Nope, keep them away. I don't want nothing to do with them. I will happily plant biosyn seed in my yard just to keep them away.
I'm very happy neither one of you have the YouTube video up to read comments because Gary is a poo-poo head.
Why is
Oh,
Gary a
no,
poo-poo
no,
head?
no.
Gary
I
is
need to know.
100% a poo-poo head. But yeah, that's the kind of monopoly that they were trying to do, and Lewis Dodson.
It's okay, Gary. We love you too.
He says AJ has a shiny head, and you go with Gary. We love you too.
No, he said sorry to disappoint because it's not Ryan. I was making him feel better.
Oh, we're not. AJ needs to choose words wisely here. AJ's gonna move on to the next question.
Oh, okay. So I'm reversing these questions because I don't know why you put these in the order that you did.
Because the minute they came out of my head, they jumped onto the.
The question that's next is my question.
I'm aware.
Thoughts on Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum reprising their role for Jurassic Park?
It gave me a Star
I
Wars
should say
vibe.
Jurassic World, not Jurassic Park. Since you corrected me earlier.
Well, it was supposed to be from their roles from Jurassic Park. So, misspelling is my specialty here. I'm not wearing that T-shirt with ducking autocorrect.
I'm sorry for the awkward silence. I just got interrupted.
Well, alrighty then. AJ doesn't know how to do good.
So Will, how did you like Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum reprising their roles for this movie?
I was like, yeah, this better be the fucking case here. I would have been
For what?
been very upset.
Well, I got a huge Star Wars vibe with bringing the original trio back to the sequel trilogy. The difference is nobody died. What is that?
I don't know.
That's somebody's phone.
Yes, and it was actually an important phone call, and I can't get up to take it because I don't know how to mute my headphones.
Oh boy.
Ah.
Well.
Yes, Gary, you are breaking me again. I'm being broken in more ways than one, so.
The drink is, outside of the shot, the drink is a cherry Pepsi with Jameson orange in it. I was excited to see Sam, Laura, and Jeff back. I very much enjoyed them in the original trilogy, and it's like they did not skip a beat. Unfortunately, we find out that Sam did not go in at all with Laura in Jurassic.
Well, to be fair, we know that all 3 Jurassic Parks are canon.
Mm-hmm.
So, we already knew that.
Shut up. No, but I was happy to see him because I feel like them coming back adds a lot to the movie. Because then you get Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and they get to interact with their counterparts from movies before.
Yeah, but one of my questions in here is about how the old and the new like interacted and all that stuff. And the meetup. Well, first of all, they're meeting up because they're running away from the big giant scary white monster. The Gigantosaur, I think it's called.
The Giganotosaurus.
Haraba? Why is that not in my dinosaur magic deck?
Because it
Because
doesn't
there's
exist yet.
no creature in the game of Magic the Gathering called the Giganotosaurus.
Give it time. They'll go Jurassic Park. We'll do it.
Moving on. But my bigger issue with it was that they really didn't do a whole lot together.
No.
Like they were together for the last like quarter of the movie.
Which is fine.
They had an elaborate plan to get Beta, get everything situated and fly the hell out of there.
Jeff Goldblum's Ian Malcolm was hilarious with that. You have a dinosaur on your back. You know that could kill you, right? And Owen's just like, I made a promise.
To a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Sounds like Owen Grady to me.
Yeah. But I feel like there should have been more. Like, I don't feel like it was enough. Like, I didn't get the Star Wars vibe that you got. Mine was a little bit better. I liked this meetup better than I liked the Star Wars.
Oh, no, 100%. I'm agreeing with you, but I was just getting a little bit of a new meets the old or old meets the new.
Oh, no, absolutely. I wish it was a little bit better. Like, I don't know how it could have been better because it was a really good movie, but like, it just felt too short.
Have the movie not feel as rushed.
I mean, that would have worked too.
Have them meet up where they met up and not make the ending feel as rushed where everything's gonna explode. Get to the chopper! And then boom, makeout session between Alan and Ellie.
There you go. You thought of their names this time.
I have IMDb up right now, so I wasn't gonna not.
You're cheating.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
What are your thoughts on Lewis Dodgson and how he died? I'm sorry. Can I just bring everybody back to Jurassic Park?
Yep.
And a man named Dennis Nedry, whose greed got him killed by a Dilophosaurus. I just need to bring you back to that. Okay. We brought you back to that. Awesome. Now let's go to Lewis Dodgson, who not only gave Dennis Nedry the means to commit this and to die because greed, but his greed caused him to evacuate and get trapped in the train tunnel. Not only did he get trapped in the train tunnel, but he decided to be an idiot and leave the stupid train. And what does he encounter? Dilophosaurus. It was so fitting. It was so needed. It was absolutely magical. And I wouldn't have had it any other way. And I don't remember who was sitting next to me in the theater, but I was like spasming out in my seat when he died.
I was sitting next to Will.
So Will experienced my spasm out when I got to see this guy die by Dilophosaurus. And I was like, it's come full circle. It's absolutely amazing. Can we have more of this?
No.
Well, no, of course not. But that's okay too, because they did end on a good note. Like, I'm not mad about their ending. It was a good ending.
Well, here's a question that isn't on there. Did you guys enjoy the amount of callbacks to the Jurassic Park series in this movie?
Yes. Yes. Because for me, this movie was a means to an end. So I think it was good to have all those flashbacks because it was a nice finish. It was sealing up plot holes. It was, so there weren't a whole lot, but sealing up plot holes. It was compacting everything nicely into a nice, neat box. So for me, like, I loved all the callbacks. It was great. I loved how, and I mean, there really weren't as many as.
There were the little one-liners that took you back.
It was the one-liners. It was like one dinosaur that would take you back. It's like different things that would happen that you're like,
A certain
oh my
camera shot.
god.
And
But they had it through the whole movie. Even it wasn't just Jurassic Park that they were referencing. It was Lost World. It was Jurassic Park 3. It was Jurassic World. It was Fallen Kingdom. Like they really tried to encompass all five of those movies in this last movie, and it was great. It was fantastic. It was a great closer, but like AJ said, it definitely could have been. I don't know how long the movie is. AJ can look it up. My phone's being stupid.
okay, gotcha.
But I feel like this could have been like a 3-hour movie, and I'd be totally okay with it. While I eat my Pocky.
So it's only not even a 2.5-hour movie.
Yeah.
But back to
You
that.
could have increased around time by 30 minutes, and I would have been ecstatic.
Back to the question at hand. Do you think Sam, Laura, and Jeff did a good job bringing Grant, Ellie, and Malcolm back? Like, do you think they were able to get back into those characters well?
Yes.
Because I feel like going from exactly what we did, 1993, right to 2022, it was like not even skipping a beat.
I mean,
We didn't
kind of
skip
like
a beat.
AJ. Kind of like AJ when he goes back to a question we already covered.
We weren't on the next one yet.
I literally just talked about Louis Dodson and how he died.
Oh, yeah, about that. Shut up.
No.
Very fitting on how he died, like we said. Wish we could have saw more. Killing and death and dinosaur eating.
Oh,
people.
actually, speaking of killing and death, can we talk about Claire Dearing's escape from the sharp-winged dinosaur that I can't think of the name of offhand?
You talking about in the ice?
No, in the water.
Oh, how smart that was!
Crawled away from this thing smacks a freaking deer away, and then she army crawls through the swamp into the water and goes under the water and stares at the dinosaur and prays he goes away and doesn't eat her.
Well, I think once she got into the water, it lost her scent. Kind of like with a lot of animals, that the minute you go through water, the scent dies down. I think that's the correct terminology there. Claire is very smart. She's been smart for the 3 movies. But it seems like a here we go again every time.
At least this time she's wearing appropriate clothes.
True.
She's not trying to run away from a dinosaur in heels.
I thought she took off the heels.
No, in Jurassic World, she ran with heels.
Oh, well. I don't know how difficult it is, but it definitely looks difficult.
Practice. You need practice.
And to not be a klutz.
I can actually run in heels, so...
Great. There's an extra couple inches. Now we might actually be the same height.
So AJ.
Oh, shit.
Since you decided to be a demon today.
Me? No.
What are your thoughts on the story?
I thought the story was actually really good. It kind of Bison coming back and being the main antagonist, like the company, Louis Dodson. I enjoyed it. It gave us somebody to hate. Corporate greed, corporate corruption. It gave us somebody to hate and a reason to see the wonderful dinosaurs again. And then the story seemed to mingle, I don't want to say easily. It didn't feel like, oh, this is happening for story's sake. It was just happening. It was flowing's probably the better word. And then new trio meets old trio, and now they have a common goal to bring Bison down. What? Commenting on the story.
It's a new duo, not a trio.
I was counting Macy into it.
Maisie.
Easy. You know me with names.
I'm lucky you know mine.
It's 4
Ah.
letters.
Got it.
It's literally 4 letters. Hey, shut up. I just realized you were kind of sandbagging me there. Will, what are your thoughts on the story?
Got him. I think I would have liked to see the two storylines converge a little sooner, but that's all. It was fine otherwise.
I'm 100% on board with you on that. I wish they were together sooner and together longer. As Susie, we are not sponsored by Pepsi, but if PepsiCo would like to sponsor us,
I'm sorry that my camera is a jerk, okay?
well, apparently it likes
Hashtag
Pepsi.
bungalow.
Hashtag bungalow. You good over there, Sam?
Yep, he killed
Don't
me.
question me.
No, AJ looks like he's about to die.
So, Susie, what do you think of the story as you're smelling your scenty stuff?
I'm trying to find the one I wanted. I found it. I loved the story. Did you just bunny hop over my couch?
Yes.
The dog?
Yeah. I feel like he hopped over my couch. It's actually quite entertaining. I really like the story. I either think though that it needed to be about 30 minutes longer, have them meet at the same place, but 30 minutes longer, or they needed to meet like 30 minutes sooner. I don't feel like the old and the new had enough time together. Like to me that didn't feel not cohesive. Cohesive's the wrong word, but I don't know, it didn't sit right. But the overall story, the way they ended, everything about it, loved everything about it. I would watch it again in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Which as soon as it comes out on Blu-ray, I will be insta picking that up. Because I have some weird Jurassic Park obsession. As my husband will tell you, I have a weird Jurassic Park obsession. Don't tell me I'm loca.
Will, do exactly what you're doing, but point
Don't
up.
point the opposite direction.
No, point up. There you go.
There you go.
Perfect. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure that's me above you. Oops. It is me above you.
You just told yourself that you're loco.
It's still not wrong.
No,
It's
it's
still
not.
100% not wrong. But who's everybody's favorite character? And if you want, you can choose a dinosaur. Susie, go first.
I got 2.
Why do you always have to be difficult?
Because one's a human, one's a dinosaur. If you had just said I could be just pick human, I was fine. I had 1. But then you said dinosaur. So now I have 2.
For our audio listeners that are going to hear this on Friday, I just bowed my head and shaking it the whole time.
You poor soul. Whatever will you do with me?
Never have nice things again.
Go play in
Or
traffic.
maybe AJ will learn to watch his wording.
Or go play in traffic.
But if I watched my wording, I would be less funny.
Yeah, but if you watched your wording, then you wouldn't open yourself up to opportunities like the one I'm about to give you.
Touche.
Because now it's 3.
Why 3? Stop cheating.
So, okay. So, my 3 favorites. Beta.
It's a good one.
Daisy.
Still a good one. Should be done right there, but no, you're going to bring up another one now.
I am. The T-Rex.
Hasn't the T-Rex been your favorite in every movie?
Just about, yeah. I'm sorry, but when the T-Rex and the bird dinosaur thing that I can't think of the name of team up and they go "Hi-yah!" all over the white dinosaur. Yeah.
At least you didn't say the raining locust. The fire.
No. Those are gross.
Those are very
If I had to pick a favorite scene, that would be my favorite scene though, is the fire tornado of locusts.
We'll talk about our favorite scene in just a little bit. Will, favorite character, or apparently, characters now.
The Giganotosaurus.
Just that?
Yep.
I mean, it pretty much can eat everything. Except the T-Rex. Except the T-Rex. Mine, honestly, since we're allowed to pick up to 3, I'm only going to pick 2. It's Beta and Owen Grady. Because Owen, when he's, we talked about it earlier, when he's got Beta sleeping on his shoulder, that's a dinosaur. You promised a dinosaur? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I love Chris Pratt. I love his charisma, and he 100% owns Owen Grady. Granted, Star-Lord, Owen Grady are basically the same person.
No.
Kind of.
Some ways, yes. Otherwise, no.
Charisma-wise, yes.
Okay, yes. That I will grant you.
Damn right, you fucking. Susie, favorite scene?
So, I got 2.
All right.
You should really start to ask yourself whether I do this on purpose or not. That is not how we wear headphones in this household. Okay, you're gonna cover your eyes?
I'm the guy
Did
from
not
X-Men.
see the raging fire of tornado locusts coming down on you?
That was rather gross.
The end of the world as we know it.
I mean, I feel like I'd have fun just giving me a baseball bat, just tink, tink, tink.
Yeah, but
tink.
it wasn't too bad until they released them all into the environment like assholes.
Yeah, what the hell? They're on fire. Oh, let's let them go.
Yeah, right?
Like, that was a smart idea. While they're on
Like,
fire.
Yeah, but you know what? We've already said this about Lewis Dodson. Is he the smartest individual?
No.
Okay, then.
Not at all.
And then my second favorite scene is the big dinosaur fight at the end.
That's my favorite scene. That was epic as shit. And then
And
you get the cover
freaking
photo.
Cinematography?
You get the actual cover photo or the poster photo when he's going right behind the waterfall. And it looks so badass. Will, favorite scene?
Favorite scene? I would say is them sneaking into the lab.
All right. I will give you that because that is an absolutely hilarious scene because Jeff Goldblum is like, take this. As he's ordering that, we're going to talk about how you're going to do it. You're going to hit this elevator at this time. And they're just like, all I hear is that da da da. Yeah, da da da.
I just loved how the guy who was giving them the tour was actually the one behind the whole thing.
Yeah, no kidding. I was not expecting all that.
Uh-uh.
Again,
At all.
another Star Wars reference. I'm the spy. Huh? Anybody? General Hux? Did you get it?
I did get it.
Yay. One's for the boys back home. And girls. So,
AJ, is there anything else you'd like to add about this movie before I figure out a way to come through the screen?
like I said earlier, I wish it was longer. I wish it was closer to 3 hours. At least another 20 minutes of good content I would have liked. Like, it's still a good movie. The pacing is a little weird, like I said. It felt like the ending was the minute they got to that sanctuary, it was boom, boom, done. And I wish they'd make another one, but I feel like this is it.
So they said that the way they left this, they left it this way for a reason. So it's open-ended enough that they could make another movie. But it's closed enough that the main cast of World and of Park don't feel like they need to come back. Like their story part of it is done.
Yeah.
And I think that was the ultimate goal, is to make it feel like those characters were actually finished. Especially by going back to the original villain, which was Biocid. So, but I think the biggest problem with like, it wasn't the ending that bothered me about this whole movie. It was the length and how there just didn't seem to be. There's plenty of action. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of action, but I feel like there was less of the two parties, and like you had to keep flipping back and forth between the two parties, and I kind of wish they had joined forces earlier. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird.
No, I agree with what you're saying. Will, is there anything you'd like to add before we close her down here tonight?
No, I'm Gucci.
So on that note, Will.
Hold on, time out. Did he just say he's Gucci?
Yeah, I was ignoring it.
Good. You were supposed to.
I'm more of surprised that he said that.
I am
I'm
too.
not.
Shut up.
So Will, where can people find you?
Watching the last episode of Stranger Things.
That's what I'll be doing, is watching the last episode of Stranger Things and then hauling my my gorgeous butt to bed. And then dying because it's hot.
It is very hot. Susie, where can people find you outside of, going to sleep and watching Stranger Things?
Stalking our Facebook social media platform.
Say that again.
AJ and I are currently working on t-shirt designs.
Well, we're not.
We're not. Our design team is working on the t-shirts, but we are hoping to bring them to you and at least present them to you guys in like a month or a month and a half. So that is our timeline right now. Mainly because I in particular have been wanting these for a while now.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we'll have more news on that front for you guys and have some different merch options available other than just t-shirts, because I don't know about everybody, but not everybody wears a t-shirt. So I wear tank tops.
Oh, that's what you meant. Got it. Cool. I was like, where is she going with this?
How about some shorts?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a good idea. I was not thinking of that. Son of a bitch.
I have a couple of them.
That's concerning.
Good ideas are that I have them.
I'm already in a hole, so good ideas.
How's that shovel working for you?
Well, I just broke it. I think I hit a rock.
So you need a new one.
Yeah, I hit a Dwayne.
Not Dwayne.
So AJ.
Yes.
Can you tell us about any projects that you have going on with Revline?
Well, with Revline, we just had our first winner of this week at Pocono Raceway. Jacob May leads 13 laps and comes home first, so that's pretty cool. In an NDNT car. I did share it on our group page. So if people want to go give that a like, say congratulations, he'll see it. He'll get a nice kick out of it. But I fully expect to see a couple more. But, we're closing out the rest of the month as Nerds Doing Nerd Things on the car. And we'll be
Does
back.
he have a kick me sign on his back?
Who?
The driver. You said he'll get a kick out of it. So does he have a kick me sign
God
on the back?
damn it, Susie. And it's gone. Oh, no, we'll be back on the car for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month in September and the Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. So go check out Revline Racing on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Multiple posts daily. Right now, it is me doing the posts. So, gonna have some fun with that. And, yeah, I guess we'll send it over to Mr. Rob Paulson. Right now.
Hey, you guys, this is 625 here from Lilo and Stitch. Some people think of me as AJ Coppola. I don't care. Just follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Twitch at NDTA Jalistar 15, and Xbox and PSN at AJ All-Star 15. I should have said AJ All-Star, but I'm a sandwich maker. What the hell do I know? Do yourself a favor. Go get yourself a hot fudge marshmallow tuna fish and ham sandwich. All right? Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
Gary, are you... Like, I could literally see a kick me sign on the back of one of our cars now just for shits and giggles. Like, seriously.
I'll send you one. I'll send you one.
You don't...
He's mine.
But, no, also, go check out resurgenceapparel.com for all Revline merch. I got a nice jersey upstairs hanging up nicely. Little warm for that, but get a nice...
That jersey is one of the most comfortable things I own, so...
It is, but it is really, really humid down in the recording room / game room / AJ room. So with that being said, next week we're talking about Lightyear. That's going to be a lot of fun. We just saw that movie, so go see it. It's good.
And if you don't think AJ and I are going to do a comparison between the animated series that they came out with in the 2000s and this one, Quay Quay.
I didn't even think of that. Why?
I did.
Why? Why would you do that to me?
Because you would have done it to yourself anyway.
No, I wasn't even going to think of it, but now I'm going to have to go find a way to watch it because it's not on Disney
YouTube.
Plus. It's
YouTube.
It's on Disney. It's on YouTube?
I think it's on YouTube. I was looking for it today.
Of course you were. All right, everybody. See you later. And next Tuesday.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join Nerds Doing Nerd Things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds.